Hi guys, it's me, dude.
And Dad.
Cat TV, and today we're going to be reviewing the Mattel Lab Super Mega Wrestling Ultimate Things of all of your hopes and dreams. And Dad is absolutely in love with it, and also make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, this is the Mattel Creations first ever WWE, Mattel Creations, which, if you're not familiar with Mattel Creations, it is their version of HasLab. So basically, it's a crowd-funded project that, they put out and say, hey, we're going to build this if we can get X amount of backers. For this project, it was their first WWE one, and they needed 5,000 backers to get the project made. And then there were some tiers on it past 5,000 so that you could get extra stuff as you reached each tier. So it tells you in the box the exact information on the tiers. I believe, just a quick recap, 5,000 got it made, and I believe 7,000 got you an additional figure, and I think 8,000 got you extra ring skirts. And I think that's pretty much the way it's summed up, but we'll find out here in a minute. But anyhow, this is the packaging, and this is a basically in your house 1990s WWE playset, and you get a 1990s modeled ring and a awesome 1990s model entrance scene. So it's really cool. So we're going to get that in here in a second. But first, we'll go over the box. The box is awesome. Got the old 90s WWE logo. They did a great job with it. You see right there in the front, it says, let me get a zoom of that, the Mattel Creations. We're going to try hard not to call it HasLab because that's what we...
Mattel Lab.
Yeah, that's what we're kind of used to when it comes to this. But Mattel, apparently in the last year or two, has come up with their own. And this is the first one, again, from the WWE line. As, of course, they have the license for the WWE figures. So you can see nice little art on here of Diesel and Doink. And those are the two figures they chose to come with the set.
Yeah,
and
the last HasLab we got was amazing.
Yes.
Make sure to go check out that review because there's more views right at the end.
Right. So here is the first 5,000 backers. You got the actual play set, which was the entrance arena and the new ring, and Diesel with 5,000 backers. With 7,000 backers, they added Doink basically to the set. And if you got up to 8,000 backers, you got new WrestleMania ring skirts. So it hit all three tiers. So we were able to get everything in the box, which was absolutely amazing. And let's get to it. Let's show you what's in here. So I knew, as big of a WWE fan as myself and Boogar, we could not miss this one. Like he said, we've done a few of the HasLab Star Wars campaigns, and this is one you couldn't miss. So here it is, all assembled, put together, and this is the ring part of it. And here's the two figures that you get. So we get an exclusive Doink Ultimate Edition, and we get an exclusive, of course, Diesel Ultimate Edition. Now, I'm guessing, I don't really know. Like I said, we're kind of new to how Mattel is doing this. But with Star Wars, the figures that you get with the HasLab, they were exclusive, and they weren't going to sell those any other way. And I'm assuming this is the same way, that you won't be able to find these two any other way. Is that right, Boo?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, and my brain says, okay, well, you probably should keep these in the box. They're going to hold their value a whole lot more if you keep them just like this. But ultimately, this is Boo's Christmas gift, so it's going to be up to him as to how he wants to do this. Because we have some Diesel figures, and we have the Doink figure. So just not the Ultimate Editions.
But also, I will say, it did, because it's unsealed, even if you wanted to open it, it would be pretty easy just to put them back in.
That's true. Yeah, that's one thing we definitely noticed with these. Both of these figures come unsealed, which is kind of strange, but that's just the way they chose to do it.
Well, these aren't going to be sold at retail if they do decide not to sell them at retail, so why seal them up all the way?
Yeah, so maybe that's what they were thinking, like Luke said. So yeah, he's right. As long as you keep up with all the parts, you could take them out, play with them, and just place them back in easily, and it would be just like it came, yeah, from the factory. So
Yeah, I think we are going to unbox them.
okay, all right. So we're gonna set those aside for a second, and we'll go over the arena before we get to the figures. All right. So I think let's talk about the ring first. Talk about the ring first. So the ring is what do they call this? Your official, I guess, large scale elite style ring.
Yeah, it's kind of like those authentic scale ones that we have.
Authentic scale. That's what they call it. We've got a couple of those. I'm not sure. We haven't measured it. I think this might be slightly larger, just slightly if it is.
Yeah.
Could be just a little bit bigger, but it is definitely made differently. So you've got kind of a velvet looking turnbuckles here with, as you can see down there, with the
decal.
Yeah, with the 90s WWE logo, which is very, very nice. And it's assembled different. The stairs.
They're not clicking.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything too special about them. They look very similar to the way they're made.
Other than they're blue.
Yeah, other than they're blue to match this up instead of the gray. But the ring skirts are real nice. They're very high quality, it feels like, and they lay on there real good. And the way they've done the mat here is a little bit different, and it's definitely much improved over the other ones. The other style had like a clip that ran along each edge that was supposed to hold the mat in, but it didn't do a very good job of that. But these, let's go ahead and flip it up, Boog. These actually have built-in snaps around the ring frame and are really plastic hooks, and you hook the ring or the mat into that, and that does a much better job of keeping it where it's supposed to be.
I'm gonna unhook them real quick just to show you guys the what's underneath the mat, because you can probably see by right here, but the real detail is underneath the mat.
Yeah, it's a really cool feature that they did with this plastic area under the mat. Boo's gonna show you that here in a second.
Around here. So if you wanted to get extremely hardcore, let's see. I do.
Which side did you undo? Might have to undo both.
So it's. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, so Boo's going to pull it back a little.
I think it'd be more effective if you did both sides. But...
Yeah, but you can see. So all under the mat is this plastic boards that lay down. There's 3 of them, and they've got this wood print on them, which is really cool.
So if you were to do it like a match, you could just keep it like that, because the ring skirt covers it up, and then if you need it to be revealed, you can just do it like that. Yeah,
if you want to pull it out in place, that's an awesome play feature, and it just kind of adds to the authenticity of the ring, because that's how most of them are made, I think, or at least they definitely were back then, with that wood kind of underneath the mat, which I think is what gives a lot of the cool sounds that they make, as they're jumping on it and flying around and getting slammed and all that kind of thing.
See if I can fix it here.
Okay. Yeah. Boo's going to repair it back.
Yeah, what are your overall thoughts on this set?
I really like it. Oh no, Boo hasn't killed it. Oh no, I really like it. The ring looks really good, and I just, like I said, I grew up in the '80s, so this style ring was kind of what I was more familiar with. The red, white, and blue ropes and all that. I just like it. It's an awesome classic design, and I think the improvements they made with the ring, while it's nothing hugely different from what you can buy at the store or from Ringside Collectibles, it is a good bit of an upgrade. So, and of course, they describe this as being the best ring they've ever made. Of course, they probably say that with all of them, but it does seem really good to me. I like the extra quality they put in, but really, yeah, as far as the set is concerned, this is what really makes the set. This is what you've never been able to get before. And this is kind of the heart and soul of the whole project, I think. So this is your kind of in your house WWE 90s entrance. What do you call it? Entrance stage, I guess you would call that. Yeah. So it's got some curtains here, and they're really thick, nicely made.
There's Junior Kevin Nash back there.
Oh yeah, and then the superstar version, Kevin Nash, is here to kind of help us demonstrate the little version.
His review hopefully will come soon.
Yes. So Boog, go ahead and turn it on. Show them what it does.
And yes, you'll need batteries to be able to do this.
Yeah, it does take 4 AA batteries, and ta-da! And as you can tell, that is just absolutely amazing. Now it's got a couple different modes. That's just constant on.
Which now you can do over there.
Yeah, and then you got that one where you got all kinds of really cool interactive lights. This looks very, very close to what it really looked like during the 90s, especially in those in your house pay-per-views and Monday Night Raw for sure. Very, very cool. And then I think this is another mode, maybe slightly different. Now, it doesn't make any noise. It's just a light show. You have to provide your own entrance music, as of course you should. But yeah, this thing is just so cool. Absolutely love it. It's got LEDs in it. Looks it's really bright, vibrant. Looks super nice. Another kind of change in combination. Oh yeah, that one gets the sign involved. So yeah, several different modes here. And yeah, like I said, this is the part, like I said, that you really makes it stand out and makes it where, this is worth buying, like I said, because you'll just never be able to get this, any other way.
You gotta just keep it on.
And there's the constant one. So let me get some close-ups here of it. So we'll turn it around. And it's very, very tall. Boog needs to get us an elite figure to put up here so we can kind of show you. But yeah, it's about 2.5 inches thick. It stays up very well. You do have to install these little legs here on the back. And they're kind of down there at the bottom. Just snap those in and gives it a little more support.
And this is a cloth curtain too.
Yeah. The cloth curtain is heavy. Feels like it stays in place like it's supposed to, and they can kind of course come out right in the middle. And there's your battery pack holder. Like I said, 4 AA batteries gets it going, and this button here changes your modes for the light show. Pretty simple, but effective. And it is around, I'm going to say it's around 16 inches tall, somewhere in there, 15, 16 inches tall is what it appears to be.
There's the superstar / Master of the Universe standing beside it.
Yeah, versus about 10 inches wide. So it's designed, it's big, and it's designed for the elite figures, the big guys, to come through and not look like it's some teeny tiny thing. But yeah, I love it. I think it is absolutely amazing. So, and I hope, like I said, obviously this one was a huge success. So hopefully it's just the beginning, and they just keep doing them and coming up with cooler and cooler stuff from all the different decades that WWE's been around now. I mean, really the options are limitless, right, Boog?
Yeah.
I mean, you could do all kinds of over-the-top play sets, even some of the ones they've done before, like Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber. Just do them and make them, better, right? Just, more heavy-duty, more realistic. I think all that kind of stuff would do very, very well. So Mattel's on to the right idea here. Hopefully they